The next TMAs, TMA2 and TMA3. TMA2 is due in at midday on the 17th of April. The key things that you need to get across are, and it sounds very complex, the declaratory theory of law. It's actually more straightforward than that title sounds. It's the idea that judges' job is to declare what the law is rather than actually make the law themselves. So what I'm looking for in your answer is a definition of that theory, but more than that, an explanation of what it means. And then, for those higher marks, I want to see some critical evaluation. I want to see evidence from judicial lawmaking in practice, the general assertions of that principle that judges don't make law, that all they are doing is interpreting. I want you to look at precedent, statutory interpretation, and relate this to the doctrine of separation of powers, the idea that there being separate functions that should be done by the different bodies and they shouldn't be interfering with each other. So look at the claims that are made. How true are they? In what circumstances will judges make the law? When is it right for them? And when would it be absolutely wrong for them? Be thinking about these issues so this comes across in your essay. And most of all, look at and use cases to support your arguments. And again, this explanation of why the rules are there. You're going to be talking about the rules themselves, the golden rule, the literal rule. Well, you can be discussing how much these are really rules and how much freedom the judges actually have to choose which one to use. Also, be prepared to discuss the checks on judicial lawmaking. Question 2 needs to deal with the need for statutory interpretation. So again, you need to explain it. And again, I want to see an argument. I want you to be putting forward, reasons why it's needed, and evaluating whether those arguments have much merit. Use other authorities. There's the traditional rules of construction. You need to describe them, explain them, compare and contrast them, and evaluate them. Discuss other aids, and then this question asks for a specific conclusion. It doesn't matter what the conclusion is, but you need to come to a conclusion. Now, general point on essays, please don't spend lots of time telling me what you're going to say. That uses up the word limit and it means that you can't get other things in. And do beware of irrelevancies. If you look in the marking scheme, you'll see that irrelevancies appear in the lowest and the pass and phalan below. So you, as you write and as you review what you've written, ask yourself the question, have I made it clear that this is relevant to the issue? Perhaps even more fundamentally, is it relevant to the issue? You need to think those things through. Anyway, I look forward to receiving TMA02 by the 17th of April and TMA03 by the 22nd of May. Thank you.